Hey everyone, Selena here, Selena Baca Crochet. I've got a new pattern and I want to tell you guys all about it. So if you're watching live, come on over, say hey, say hello, tell me where you're viewing from. If you're watching on the replay, you know the drill. It's the same great jam. Just follow along like you're here live. As soon as I see your comments, questions, feedback, I'll get right back to you. So I've been a little quiet because behind the scenes I've been working on a huge collection that was hard. What I mean by that is there were a lot of details that needed some detailing so that I could get it right. So this collection is this is the first in this collection. I just hit the publish button on this. So you can find this on Ravelry, and it is on sale for the first 48 hours. So if you are watching this as soon as I've released it, then you can get in on that discount. So the layering tank top is, again, the first in a larger collection that I'm making. And I can't tell you guys much about it, but if you are in my group, then you guys will already have seen some of the projects that I'm having tested by my group. So you can kind of see what I'm working with. But a few details that I'm going to share about this collection is that I'm only using Lion Brand yarn. I super love Lion Brand yarn. Because we can, I mean, I live in America on the West Coast. We can find their yarns easily in stores or online. I think that they have fantastic different yarn fibers that are very boutique quality. What I mean by that is it looks like something we'd find in a boutique. A lot of plant fibers, a lot of animal fibers that just really kind of lend to that boutique luxury feel. And so I've really enjoyed seeing the Lion Brand yarn, Lion Brand collection yarns and making really lovely pieces with them. So first up, layering tank top. Again, when you click on the link in the video description, you're going to find this pattern on Ravelry. You can go and check it out and see all of the details I'm going to share with you guys today. But this particular yarn, let's start there. Let's actually start with the yarn, okay? So this you can find at lionbrandyarn.com. Or at lionbrand.com, but you can also find it most places yarn is sold. You can even do like a Google shopping search, you know, if you don't see it locally, and you can see all the places that it is sold. Right now it's even on sale. We can see that it's $3.74, but honestly, I mean, you get this little donut cake of yarn for just $4.99 retail. This pattern, the largest size of this pattern, is not going to use more than 3 of these. So even if you're paying full price for this yarn, $15 to make a really classy boutique quality layering tank top that you cannot find in stores, I mean, that's fantastic, right? So again, even at retail price, I mean, I think that it just can't be beat. I wish there were more colors in this yarn, but I did use just 2. So I've not seen all of these colors in person, but I do think they're really fantastic. We've got this bright pine green called Evergreen. We've got purple haze, denim, white, a very stark white. It's very pure. And the 2 colors that I've used for projects are this warm tan, this hazelnut color, really, really beautiful. And then this color is a pale beige, and it's called Shale. And that's actually what I used for this layering tank top sample. Now, what I love about this yarn is that it is called cotton bamboo linen. It's 40% cotton, 35% bamboo, 25% linen. So only natural fibers in here. So you can really like see and feel just the quality of this yarn. What I like about this yarn in addition to that is how it's made. I did a separate video. You guys can find it on my page of a close-up of this yarn. There are individual yarn threads, so you can see those individual threads, and those threads are twisted together. So this yarn has this beautiful twist. I love that texture. I love the definition. I love how different and new and interesting that is. So even when you're looking at the yarn strand itself, you can see that this really is just like a beautiful boutique quality yarn. I really liked working with this, particularly because I used a much larger hook than the yarn calls for. So this yarn is a weight 2 fine sport, so very small, and it does call for an E or 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Now, whenever I was working out the layering tank top, Honestly, I made about 10 different swatches. Between 8 to 10 swatches, I am not exaggerating. I knew that I wanted to make this style tank top. I knew that I wanted something that was going to be really easy, very big, very flowy, but very light. So I tried lots of different yarns. And even when I decided to use the Lion Brand collection cotton bamboo linen yarn, I went through a variety of hook sizes. So did I start with the 3.5 millimeter? Yeah. And then I went up to a 4, and then I went up to a 4.5, and then I tried a 5, and I really liked the 5. Actually, I even tried larger, honestly. I think I even went up to a 5.5, 6, or even a 7 because I wanted to see what the yarn would do based on the hook size, what kind of fabric I could make. So if it was too small, I didn't like it because the fabric was way too dense and I didn't want something dense. If I used a hook that was way too big, then the fabric was so big and loopy that it really just kind of looked messy. So for me, for this stitch pattern, for this top, I thought the 5 millimeter was a really beautiful sweet spot. I thought that it gave enough differentiation between the stitches, but also in the yarn strands itself. I even made a video because pictures do not do this top any justice. I made a video to where I'm just kind of moving and kind of swishing just a little bit, and you can really see just the movement in this top. So using this particular yarn, I think it's very economical, even if you buy it online. I mean, like I say, it's on sale right now, so you can get a great deal on it. And I've made a couple pieces in this yarn. So that just goes to show you that I loved this yarn, not only for this pattern, but I think this yarn is going to work well for lots of different tops. Honestly, I could have made a whole collection of crochet tops just with this yarn. That's how much I liked it. So I highly recommend it. And if you want to give it a try, my only disappointment in this yarn is I wish it had a lot more colors. I wish there were like 10 more colors. Maybe that'll be coming soon. Maybe if we buy it enough, it'll be coming soon. Okay, so that is the yarn that I chose. But if you want to try a different yarn, see what yarn is on hand, anything like that. Of course, I had this tested with a variety of individuals, and I think each one of them used a different yarn. Let's see what yarns they used. The yarns that my pattern testers actually posted was Red Heart It's a Wrap, and then of course cotton bamboo linen. So I think that you can use more yarns, but again, if you want that flexibility, if you want that movement, I think that you do have to be picky about your yarn and your hook size. So just to show you a couple of the finished projects here, we of course have the lovely Monica Mercado, who's been one of my pattern testers for a really long time. Super love her. Mrs. Dirt, of course, Joanne Green. I love that two-tone that she's got going on here. She even said that she made hers a little bit longer, which you can totally do. I'll talk about that just a second. Let's see. Here's one. We just have one picture here. Let me go back. And then I, of course, made multiples, so I posted my project. And then Michelle, who posted tons of lovely pictures right here. So we can see this top on a variety of different people, different outfits, things like that. So if you want to see other finished projects, those are definitely here for you to view. So back to, let's talk about size next. Okay. So I wanted this to be available in a variety of sizes, but I work really hard to make sure that the math and the measurements match. So I don't just randomly assign sizes. I really want to make sure that these sizes fit certain parameters, and that way they're going to fit your body and they're going to be in styles that you like. So I did write individual sizes for this: small, medium, large, extra large, and extra, extra large. And within that, you can see the exact measurements for each one of those. Now, something that I'm trying to do a better job of, particularly whenever I design clothes, is I want to give you all the measurements that you need, but I also want to give you all the information that you need. So here's the actual pattern. Here's the cover page of it. And some of the information that I wanted to give you was the finished measurements based on where those measurements are. So we can see bust, which is across here, across the torso, shoulder strap to bottom hem. So what that means is how wide it is, how long is it. then I added additional information. I'm modeling this sample. So if you're looking at this sample and you're looking at me and you're like, well, what? Give me more. I'm starting to input more information. Like I am 5'8", so now you know my height. I'm typically a medium large, like when we're talking about industry standards. So you can get an understanding for what my size is. But I made and I'm wearing a large size sample. So hopefully that gives you enough information to see not only the size that I'm wearing, but the style. What I love about clothes, what I love about crochet clothes, what I love about this industry is I think that we can wear things in ways that we think style best. So for example, could I wear this specific top in a size small? Sure. It's going to be a little smaller though, so that look is going to be different. Can I wear this particular top in a size extra, extra large? Sure. Maybe it'll look more like a tunic. Maybe it'll be even longer on the sides. So I think that given the measurements and you understand your body, you know the measurements of your body, you're given enough information to where you can make a size that's going to be the style that you want. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, hopefully I gave you enough information, particularly how to measure, what and how you should measure for length and what and how you should measure for width. And of course, on every pattern that I sell, if you have any questions, my email address is right there on the pattern, so you can reach out to me and I'm happy to help you. This pattern uses only basic stitches. And if you need a video tutorial for any one of those, I do have those linked. So in this pattern, you're only going to see the chain, the single crochet, the double crochet, and the other acronyms that I use are ST for stitches and SLST for slip stitch, because aspects of this are worked in joined rounds. So we're going to see that as a joining mechanism. Let's see, what else do I want you to know about this pattern? Let's see. Okay, so I talked about yarn. Any questions about yarn? Let me know. I talked about the hook size and why I chose that. Any questions? Let me know. Gauge is listed here, finish measurements. Hopefully you guys have a little bit more information about style and fit. If you have any questions about that, just let me know. I think the last thing that I want to tell you guys about this is that I'm trying to understand what I like to wear and feel comfortable wearing, right? And I think when it comes to like making my own clothes, that's assuming a whole lot about my own style and fashion sense, which I'm not an expert. Like I'm still learning what I like and what I don't like. And sometimes I'll make things and I'm like, wow, I made that, but I don't like it. And maybe it's the yarn I chose or the color or the style or something like that. So in this particular collection and for this garment, something that I really wanted to do well was to make a crochet piece that you could easily just incorporate into your wardrobe. Now, I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but I feel like almost all of us, and let me know in the comments when you're watching this, I feel like almost all of us have a pair of jeans. Do we? Yes? I feel like we do. And I feel like all of us probably have a dress of some kind. Do we? Do we all? Maybe we do. So starting with those two assumptions, every project in this book was made that you can very easily layer and fit with a pair of jeans or with a dress. So each one of those outfits, I created a whole video and a whole little photo shoot so that I am just wearing this basic crochet piece in a way that I think most people will be able to incorporate in the wardrobe that they already have. Here, what we can see is, I mean, I buy almost all my clothes, like 90% of the clothes that I buy is from Old Navy or the Gap. So this dress is from Old Navy. I got it off the line for this summer collection. And it's so simple. It's a great fit. It has pockets. I wish they were paying me to say all those things, but they're not, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll see this and they will, and I'll be the new Crochet Old Navy spokesperson for crossing crochet with Old Navy outfits. Wouldn't that be fantastic? That would be. Anyway, so this dress off the rack, super cheap from Old Navy, and I just put my layering tank top over the top, and it just is a great fit, I think. I think that it really highlights these two items in a way that they look fantastic together, but it doesn't look like something, I think it doesn't look like something like handmade. It looks like something that I bought, right? It looks like I bought this outfit like in a boutique. It looks like I know how to style just a little bit, right? Anyway, that's what I think. That's what I see when I see this. So I took lots of pictures just to show you guys how easy it is to style this just over a dress. I also have I wanted to be really basic though. I didn't want to go too specific, but I have so many dresses that have prints that I think this would still go very nicely over. You can wear a belt with the dress. You can wear a belt with the top. You can easily adjust the length of this top. I did make mine very cropped. It is written to be very cropped, but if you want it to be longer, it is absolutely easy to just adjust that and add more repeating rounds if you want it to be longer. You could make it a t-shirt style, you could make it a tunic style, you could make it a dress. I mean, really, you can do so much with this. Okay, so the pair of pants, this is just, I mean, I'm super into high waist pants. That's my jam. I want my pants to go all the way up. So I designed this top to go with this pair of high waist pants. I have light wash jeans and I have dark wash jeans. I put this on with both of them and I thought it looked fantastic. So again, if you got a pair of jeans, if you got a dress, I think this top is easily going to go with those either way. And after you bake this top, I hope that you do post your project over on Ravelry so we can all see. I'd love to see what yarn you used. I'd love to see what outfits you paired it with. And I think that this is a really approachable design that whether you're a beginner and you're just learning and you want to make something that you love, or maybe you're a crochet pro and you can do anything and you're just looking for a really simple project that's going to give you a timeless piece to add to your wardrobe, I think this does that. Anyway, I'm so excited about this. I'm excited to share it. I think the yarn is fantastic. I highly recommend it. Lots of different sizes, lots of different styles. So you can make this more fitted if you want. You can make this more oversized if you want. You can make it longer. You can make it shorter. I think that it's very easy to adapt. And again, if you guys have any questions, you need help, I'm just an email away. Okay, guys, I am posting this over here on the YouTube. So if you enjoy this and you dig my patterns and you dig my work, subscribe, like, all that kind of stuff. And I'm still posting over on Facebook, but Facebook is doing away with holding live streams for long term. So I'm going to be over here a little bit more doing it. So let's keep in touch. All right, everybody. Hope you love this pattern. I cannot wait to see your finished projects. Peace, love, crochet. See you next time. Bye-bye.